It's your girl Joe Beauty 87 here, and today we are going to get into a palette mashup with the Viseart palettes once again. I did this on YouTube, but I figure I might put this one on Instagram. I don't know, we'll see, because I haven't used either one of these on Instagram, so I figured it'd be some good Instagram content. This is the Grande Pro Volume 3. My girl Alicia actually tagged me in this when she first saw it, because she knows I love my blues and my greens. So shout out to Alicia for tagging me in this, because I didn't know it existed until then. And then I saw the price and I was like, oh, $175. Oh, I don't know, because it's like it's an all matte palette, and y'all know I'm not big on all mattes, but at the same time, when I can get a nice little shimmer palette, and then I found a all shimmer palette I liked from the same brand, I was like, this should work out nicely. So we're gonna go ahead and do a look with this today. Last time I did blue, I kind of want to do green, but since I have my 420 that I'm going to do a green look with, I think we're actually going to try to do like a reddish orange yellow type situation deal vibe kind of thing. I don't know. We'll see how many brushes I have left. I know I have some rougher brushes in here, so maybe we'll use some of those. This is 16. So I have two 16s. Oh, okay. I don't know how many rougher brushes I have here, honestly, because I have rougher brushes here and then I have them at home. I know I got the pencil brush here. This is number 3. Since this is, well, this isn't the last eye look of the day, or else I would do inner corner and all that. But since it's not, we're not even going to do that. I'm just grabbing some random brushes right now that I think might work with this palette before we get started, because I'm going to need the brushes to do the eye look with. Yeah, so I'll take some of these. I swear I had another one. Oh, wait, no, I already used the number 2. That's why, because I was like, where's the number 2? But I already used it, so can't use it again. Give me this one. I'm trying to find ones that I normally use, so, you know, I can make sure the look looks the way I want it to, because I, you know, normally use those brushes and I'm familiar with the way they're going to work. I'll take that one. Okay. So, let's look at some of these shimmers, because I think I've only used, I used this one and that one. So maybe we can do like, I'm trying to think what shimmers will go well with the colors that are in here. Maybe we'll do like a Kobe Bryant S-type color thing, where we do like yellow and purple for, you know, the Lakers. Yeah, I'm thinking we're going to do the yellow brown situation over here, that row, and then we'll just use some of the purples in here and make that work. So yeah, that's going to be the thing. So we're going to go between these two purples most likely, and then I'm just going to use the row of yellow right here, and hopefully it works out, because I'm wondering how pigmented these yellows about to be. I'm curious. We gonna find out together. Let me sit up. Jesus. So I'm gonna take this Wet n Wild brush. Nobody using this $1 million palette, and you using like a Bretman Rock collab Wet n Wild brush. Don't judge me. And I'm gonna start off with the bright yellow. We're just gonna go for the brightest yellow in the palette. So let's start. I just hate the plastic thing is in the way, but it's like I don't want to rip it off. But then this is my way of using the mirror, and then I'm irritated. So let's start patting it. I'm thinking maybe I should use a rougher brush, and then maybe give me more pigmentation quicker, because that's a natural hair brush. I don't know. But we're already using this, so let's just go. Let's just go with it. It's gonna be a vibe. It's fine. I hope you cannot hear this water. Like every few minutes, it's like draining a whole bunch of water, and I have no idea why. Because at the end of the day, like I've told you all before, I do electrical work, so I'm not a plumber. I don't know. So let's pat, 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 pat. Pat, 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 pat. So I want to go through my eyeshadows and see if there's anything I can get rid of. But knowing me, it's like it's hard for me to part with any eyeshadow palettes. Even if I don't necessarily like it, I'm like, I can compare it to something else when it's time to make videos. That's the only thing that sucks about making videos for me now, because it's like I feel like I should hold on to stuff like those Profusion ones I didn't like that matched the ones that just came out with BH Cosmetics. Like if I had kept those, I could have gave y'all a comparison on those too, but it's like I got rid of them because I didn't like them, and then it was like, you know, the perfect time came up to use them, and where they were for me, nowhere to be found, because my stupid ass got rid of them. Okay, let's start blending this out. Let's do an okay job for yellow for some of my skin tone, I feel like. But, you know, as you saw, I have to pack it on because I have melanin. And I feel like it'd probably look better if I had used a white base, but, you know. I don't have a white. Well, you know what? I do have a white base. I'm lying. I have the Wet n Wild white base, so maybe I should put that on. But alas, we already have shadow on now, and since this is expensive, we're not rubbing it off. We're just gonna keep going where we got. Because this palette was $175. Now I did not pay $175. I think I paid like $112 for it when it was on sale during the Beautylish sale or something like that. I believe it was $115 or $100. It was something around that. It was reasonably priced where I was like, oh, okay, I can buy it now. But I don't know. At first, I just couldn't justify that because it's like I have other other palettes from them that I don't even really use like that. So I was like, I don't want to pay that much money, and I don't use the ones I have now, you know. So yeah, I looked at it in that retrospect, and I was like, I can't, and I'll be conscious, like, pay this money for this palette. I'm running low on brushes, y'all, so I'm over here trying to improvise. That's what's taking so long. My bad. So I'm going to take the light brown shade above the yellow. So we did this yellow. And I'm going to take this light brown and dust it over the top of that before we go start grabbing all the shimmers. I wish I had a darker one to kind of put on the outer V there, but it's fine. We'll just do without. Or I might just take the darkest reddish looking brown right here and put that on the outer V. I don't know. We'll see. But right now I'm just going to dust this over the top of the yellow. Oh, if anybody cares, I did buy the Fenty Skin. I only bought the cleanser and the what's that other thing? The SPF moisturizer. I didn't buy the toner just because I was like, you know, I wanted to buy the set, but every time I tried to go load in my cart, her site kept logging down and all that. But I did manage to get those two things, so I was like, I'll just have to settle on those, and if it ever comes to Sephora, I'll grab the other thing, or I'll just grab it another time. Not that most likely we're going to do a video on it, just because, you know, if y'all notice, I don't really try to give y'all skincare videos, because I feel like my skin looks like shit, so who am I to try to tell you what to use, or tell you my opinions on skincare, because it's like, my skin looks like shit, so I don't really feel like I should try to tell you anything about skin. But I mean, we can talk about it if you want. I just wanted to let you all know, even though I figured you already knew, I did get it, because, you know, we got to be out here supporting Miss Riri. So she out here trying to change the world and make sure that, you know, well, not change the world, but trying to change the makeup game, make sure that everybody is included, especially the people that look like her. So, since she out here trying to represent, trying to make sure I give, since I'm giving my coins away for makeup anyway, we're going to give her some of the coins too. How about that? Okay, so, I got a couple of brushes here for the lid shade. I'm trying to figure out, got these two. I'm thinking I might go on with this one. I don't know. I would have liked to go on with the reference one, but I only have one number 2 reference here. I thought I had more than one. Apparently not. So we can only go in with that one because that's the only one I have. So I'm thinking maybe we can put the darker purple toward the back of the eye and then put the lighter purple toward the front. And then I'll see if one of these shimmers will look good in the inner corner. I'm thinking maybe we can go in with this gold in the inner corner to accent the crease, but I don't know. We'll see. We're going to start off with the darker one on the outer part, though. So I'm going to go in with the bigger brush for the outer part, and then I'll take the smaller one for, like, the inner part of the eye. Just because I feel like it might be a little bit more precise, plus it's smaller, so. To me, it'll be easier to get in the front of the eyelid. Ooh, yes, look at how much pigment they picked up. Ooh, yes. I'm excited. Okay, so. So I didn't do as much as I thought it was going to with the amount of pigment it picked up, but, you know, it's okay. Yeah, like, where is the pigment? It looks like it's all just sitting inside the brush. I don't know. Did I have to use my finger with these last time? I don't remember. I think I did. Yeah, because that's the pigmentation I was looking for, what I'm getting now with my finger, so. Looking pretty decent there. It looks way darker in the pan than it does in my eye, though, so I'm kind of disappointed by that. Because I'm like, I wanted it to look, you know, deeper. And it's not giving me deeper. It's giving me like pretty light. So I'm gonna take the brush and do it on the other side just so I can have an idea of where to trying to carve it out, and then we'll just pat the rest of it on. Cause see, it starts off fine in the front. It's like when I go toward the back to like carve out the rest and pat, I feel like it's when the shade just disappears. I don't know, maybe it's just me. And then it doesn't give as much pigmentation as I wanted it to, so you know. Okay, that's good enough. So now we can pat the rest of this on. With our ring finger. And then, like I said, when we go toward the front, we're going to do, you know, what is it? Yeah, when we go toward the front, we're going to do the lighter color. So let's go dip into that real quick. Again, I'm going to start off with the brush just to see if we can get any type of pigmentation, because I really don't like using my fingers, but you know. Let's see. Yeah, it's hardly giving any pigmentation itself. And it's much lighter than I thought it was going to be. Again, in the pan, these look way deeper than they actually are. So I'd actually rather just have done the whole thing across. Just made this like a topper S type shade. But, you know, since we've already done this, we kind of got to just stick to it, if you will. So I'm going to just take my pinky finger, since the other one's already covered with that other shade, and just go in with this purple. And then I'll take my ring finger and go back and blend the two together. As you can see, a clear distinction, and I don't want that to be seen. I guess it's gonna be hard to do it on this side. See that now? Sorry, y'all, but it's hard trying to get this side done. Yeah, so let's get the purple, the darker purple, and start dabbing on top of there to try to. Yeah, that's what I was looking for, more of a just a nice blended gradient that no one can tell. I mean, you can see it's two different colors, but you won't see the harsh starkness of the two different colors. So yeah, that works right there. That's perfect. Okay, so shimmer wise, if I remember correctly, this one just had like iridescent pinks in it. So I think, like I said, we're gonna go in with the gold, and let's swatch it though. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Let's put that in the inner corner. So let me grab the brush that I'm gonna use for the inner corner and use that. It looks pretty decent. It's the other side now. Okay, so this is the finished eye look using the Koi palette and the what is it, Viseart Grande Pro or Grande Pro 3. I'm actually kind of feeling it. It's kind of a vibe, you know. I feel like it's a little different than what I normally do. I don't normally put like yellows and purples together, but you know, it turned out pretty decent. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.